Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you your weekly twin flame reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope that you will stay and become a permanent addition to the Good Vibrations community. Hey guys, I believe on Friday I dropped a monthly energy check-in between the divine masculine and divine feminine energy. If you're interested in that, you can go back and just look through. I will try to remember to link the video in the description box, okay? So that you can directly be connected to that video if that is something that you're interested in. You can also go into my description box to find the links to all my other platforms such as Instagram and Patreon and TikTok. Excuse me. Both my Instagram and Patreon do have membership areas as well. Okay. So if you would like to become a member of my Instagram channel, you're more than welcome to. On my Patreon, you receive your monthly messages and monthly messages from your person per zodiac. Okay, so every channel has a little tidbits of a variety of different services or readings or options that I offer. Okay. All right, and you can also find my website as well. So let's go ahead and get started here. Wow, I really love this energy for you guys. So the Two of Wands, okay. Well, you know what? I want to read something. I'm going to read this first, okay? Everything is connected. Every moment of your life is deeply meaningful and plays a significant part in your journey. A lot of time we judge the moment because things don't go our way. But if you look life backwards, you understand that those moments made you evolve and brought you a shift in your consciousness. Whatever you're going through right now will not make sense to your human mind. You can't comprehend the divine order of the universe through logic. But sooner or later, all the dots will connect and you will realize that everything was connected all along. So instead of judging the moment, learn to embrace every moment. Higher consciousness is about trusting the divine order of the universe and seeing the deeper truth in every moment. Trust can only come from a place of surrender. Surrendering doesn't mean you let go of free will. It simply means you let go of the things that are not under your control. Instead of flowing against the current of the river, you become the flow. And this is exactly the story of twin flames. Everything is connected. They are always connected. They just look different because the feminine is in a different body and the masculine portion is in a different body. And both bodies are mirroring and projecting to each other what needs to be addressed, what needs to be healed to continue on this journey of higher consciousness, of the heart chakra awakening, self-realization, expansion, evolution. It's all connected. Everything's connected. And as humans, we have a tendency to judge things when they're painful, when we don't understand, because we're trying to understand from a very logical, practical, linear perspective. We want to be able to see it. We want something tangible. We want a reward. You know, in my experience with working with people on the twin flame journey, from masculine energies, from both, but mainly masculine energies, I always hear, where's my reward? Why am I doing this? I'm not getting anything out of it. And that's how I know that they still have opportunities of growth, okay? Because it's not about receiving something tangible, a reward. The reward is the evolution, the higher consciousness, okay? It's not something you can buy. You can't buy a motorcycle or a yacht or a boat or a truck or a sports car and get your fix, your reward from it, okay? And for feminines, it could be clothes, their nails, purses, their shoes, body sculpting, whatever the females are doing on the exterior, in the exterior, that they feel is a reward for themselves. Okay. All right. So here we go. Masculine energy, 2 of Wands. These masculines are in a position where they have a choice to make. There's a lot about choices with the masculine energies in the present moment. They have 2 paths to choose from, and maybe one of those 2 paths is going to determine if they are going to continue on the path of the matrix, and they may choose to stay on that path, divine feminines. And I know that that may be a hard truth, but they will still continue to project to you what you need to heal. Okay, they're trying to figure out if one of the reasons that they're feeling this way is because because remember, the masculine energy comes from a very practical, very linear style of thinking. Okay, they're thinking from their headspace. Okay, so they're trying to figure out, okay, which direction do I go? What choice do I make? What path is the path that I need to take? Do I take the path of, and I don't want to call one easy and one hard, okay? Because for me, as the channel for the information that's coming through, neither path would have been easy, okay? One path leads to staying in the matrix, living a very, normal, the myth of being normal. There's nothing normal but living, what looks like to the outsiders a very, normal life. Or do they choose the life that makes them look like, wow, I'm really, really, really weird. And there's something wrong with me, and everybody else thinks that there's something wrong with me. Okay, so I really think that they're really evaluating if they want to continue the path that they're currently on, or if they want to choose a different path. Okay, because let's face it, the twin flame journey is not a very traditional type of journey. Okay, it's a very unconventional way of looking at a connection. All right, so I also feel like a part of them, the very human part of them, looks at you as possibly, are they thinking that the grass is greener on the other side? Meaning you're the greener grass. You're something new, something shiny, something really beautiful and green. Okay, so they're trying to figure out, am I just thinking that the grass is greener? Will I make a mistake if I choose this path and leave my old life behind? Okay, so yeah, there's a little fear there. Okay. But let's face it, most of us all have fears. Okay, we are in human bodies. The feminine, 8 of coins. She has planted her seeds. She's been working really hard. She's been really focused and dedicated on working towards her manifestations and working towards planting something really successful for herself. Now, she could be planting seeds, monetary seeds, trying to stabilize herself, because remember, the feminine energies are always the upper chakras. So we're talking the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. Okay. The masculine energies are the lower chakras, solar, sacral, and root. Okay. The masculine energies represent focus, stability, protection, and safety. The feminines have not been feeling safe or protected, okay? So, or secure. So that's kind of keeping them out of balance. So they're trying to create that for themselves, okay? They're trying to create this feeling of safety, because we're talking about people for a majority, because I can't speak for everyone, but many people on the twin flame journey are healing wounds such as guilt, shame, rejection, abandonment, and much betrayal. Okay, these wounds did not come in just from this lifetime. These are generational wounds that they have been experiencing lifetime after lifetime, after, generation after generation after generation. It's not just this lifetime that we're breaking cycles. We're breaking cycles generationally, okay? That's why it's so painful. That's why it takes so much strength. That's why it takes so much will and determination and courage to persevere through the dense, heavy energies. We are shifting all of our cellular memory at the present moment. And that's what we came here to do as twin flames, to help ignite each other, to shift, to start breaking cycles, to start healing these unhealed things within ourselves individually that we've been carrying lifetime after lifetime, because we've met this twin flame over and over and over. Okay. I love this energy though. Look at this. We have the sun. Sorry. Sorry. The sun is the energy of both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So there is a lot of success here. I see both the divine masculine and divine feminine starting to regain their vitality levels, where in the past they may have been in the depths of hell because they've been working through the dark night of the soul, through depression, through anxiety, through, their mental health failing, through autoimmune diseases or other diseases, working through addictions, and the addictions don't have to be alcoholism, porn, ... Addictions can be things such as, toxic thinking patterns, negative thinking patterns, attachments to, codependency, attachments to people pleasing, and, there's a lot of healing that's been happening, and I'm loving this shift of energy because it feels a lot lighter. It doesn't feel so gloom and doom of, this heaviness of the dark night of the soul or shadows, okay? I'm not saying that you're not going to have that along, but it's not going to feel so heavy. There's a part of you that your vitality levels and your health is going to blossom. And because when you have abundance of health and wellness of health, you feel lighter, you feel happier, you feel more successful, you feel more joyous because you feel what? You feel free. You feel independent. I mean, when you are ill, you are in the hands of a lot of doctors. You may be so ill that you can't get out of bed, so your independence is gone, you know? But there's a lot of freedom and independence coming in for the divine masculine and divine feminine. And what does freedom and independence mean on an individual basis? That's what's really important to really identify here. What does freedom and independence mean on an individual basis for you? Okay. You know, a lot of people connect freedom and independence to financial freedom. I personally connect freedom and independence to health, because if you're healthy, you have the energy levels to do a lot more. Okay. If you're not healthy and if you're depressed and sad all the time, it's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to work on your goals, okay? It's hard to make decisions because you're confused. You're not mentally, physically, or emotionally stable, okay? All right, so let's look here. This is for the divine masculine in the connection. We have romantic love. I like this. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Did you hear that? Conscious lover. So, and this is what the twin flame journey is about. Somebody can be your facilitator, meaning they awaken you to this journey, to your divinity, and they help propel you and ignite that kundalini to set you into motion to becoming the best version of yourself, your most authentic person. You start really working on that healing. You start really just doing all the inner work. But if that person, they themselves on an individual basis don't do any of the work, you're not going to get the full, complete, whole experience and reflection with a conscious lover. And there's a lot of people on the twin flame journey that would choose to go into a relationship with their twin flame even if they were fully unconscious, because that's how desperate they are. Okay? Desperation does not mean that you're healed or willing. Okay? Desperation doesn't mean that you've healed. There's a gift to the separation stage. The feminine. If you want to connect with your twin flame on a romantic level, okay, I suggest that you take time to start journaling. And really, before you go into journaling, which will probably turn into automatic writing, meaning that you will go unconscious and you will start writing, and then later on you're going to go back and read what you wrote and you're going to be like, wow, who was that? Did I write that? You wrote that through a channeling, okay? My suggestion, if you want to develop a soul-to-soul connection with this romantic lover, this conscious lover, start writing, okay? Listen to them. They're going to come through in those writings. Now, you have to remember, you're still in a human body, and sometimes you're not going to get the messages 100% clear, okay? Your human ego could try to attempt to self-sabotage and get in the way, okay? And then we have the feminine. I love this. The number 43, which equals 7. The spiritual seeker number, the number of 2023, the frequency of 2023, which is literally the number 43, equals 7. So here, the feminine, the frequency of transition, supports our deeper understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence in our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, allow transition to occur with ease and grace. All right, surrender to the process, let go. How many times have we heard this over and over and over within the twin flame community? You've got to surrender. You've got to let go. We've been hearing this all along. Okay. All right, let's get some messages from our... All right, what's the masculine want to say to the feminine? What's the masculine want to say to the feminine? Pattern. I feel like I don't deserve your love. I'm worried you'll leave me when you see who I really am. So the masculine energy in his human form feels like they don't deserve love for whatever reason. They worry if they end up in a connection with you that they will be so damaged that you would leave them. So feminine, if you feel this way about yourself, then this is what you need to heal. Do you feel like you're too damaged? Do you feel like your partner would leave you if they saw who you really are, what a hot mess you are, that you cry and you know, you've had trauma and you don't know if it's going to be completely healed? Probably not by the time you come together, okay? And I'm not saying that you can't fully heal in this lifetime. I'm just saying that none of us are ever 100% healed. And our society keeps telling us that we don't deserve love until we're healed. Believe me, there is a lot of dysfunction in being human. And then we have surrender brings us together faster than resistance. Absolutely. That's the masculine coming back to the feminine right here. Surrender to the process. Then we have communication. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will be right. Now I'm afraid to be myself. And they've already told you that they're afraid to be themselves. That's what the twin flame journey is about. That's what the Kundalini awakening is about. That's why we're ignited, so that we can learn how to become ourselves, how to speak our truth, how not to be afraid to communicate our truth to the world. But we can't do that if we're still hiding behind all of our trauma, because we're ashamed of our trauma or our wounds or whatever needs to be healed. Our own, and we do have darkness. We can't help it. It's the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. But the difference is, if you're truly on the twin flame journey, and if you're really going to go the tests of time on this journey, then yes, you are having an experience, but you're a soul having the human experience. You didn't just come here to have a full-blown human experience. You came here to transition, to integrate. Okay, it's part of a lesson. Doesn't make you better or worse than anyone. This is just part of your mission. It's like an added bonus, if you want to call it an added bonus. Now we're going to look into the feminine, okay? What does she have to say to the masculine? Well, both the masculine and feminine could be seeing 999 and 1010 as well, okay? All right, so here we go. Feminine. The planets are activating us to heal and bringing us closer together. Surrender to the changes. So both the divine masculine and feminine are in a place at this week, in this moment, where they're understanding that surrender is important. So I like this. They're finally in agreement that they need to surrender. So that's good. And then we have 10 again. I always felt I had a higher calling in life, and our connection brings more clarity on it. Okay. So we do have a higher calling here when we, embark on the twin flame journey. But I believe that many of the feminines put a lot of pressure on themselves to be 100% healed, to be, just, and that's not part of the happiness. That's not part of the sun energy, your birthright, what you came here for. Both divine masculine and divine feminine here, happiness is your birthright. And for the most part, most people, heavily emerged on this twin flame journey are often experiencing a lot of pain, depression, sadness, misery. There's no happiness. There's no sunshine. This isn't what you came to experience. It's part of it, but that's not what you came here to fully experience. You came here to experience who you truly are, and that is an unconditional, loving being. All right, so then we have 11, love. Love like ours can change the world. Absolutely. But it begins with you. See, we give our projector, our mirror, most of the credit for our love. Okay, we separate ourselves from this projection and from this mirror because our human has been programmed to believe that we find love outside of ourselves. But all that love is inside of you. They're just projecting that love back to you. They're showing you what a wonderful person you are, what a loving person you are, a giving person you are. They're projecting all that love back to you because why? Because it's you. They're just projecting it back. Okay? And they also project to you what needs to be healed, your own darkness. Okay? So that's part of the growth. It's part of the experience. All right, guys. So I'm going to pull out some zodiacs. I'm going to pull out zodiacs and initials. Could be your, twin flame or not. Okay. Could be your zodiac, both, neither, initials, the same thing. Please do not devalue this full message if your person's zodiac or initials do not come out. Just take what resonates. This is a process, and healing is in progress, and it's all a process. It's a layer after layer of peeling that onion over and over. And sometimes when we peel those onions, what do? We cry. So we're clearing some of those toxins. And onions are considered to be, onions and garlic, both very potent, are supposed to be some of the best healers. So really think about that onion, that every time you peel a layer and you cry, you're healing a layer because you're clearing out some of those toxins that have been stuck in your body for a long time. So we have Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Libra, Gemini, and Capricorn. We have C, K, U, E, N, W, J, G, R, F, D, and E. I don't know why I said E, but it's Q. I'm like, I don't know. All right, I do feel either somebody's last name is Green or somebody's favorite color is green. Green is associated, and maybe you are seeing a lot of green orbs, or your aura is green. Remember, I was talking about two paths and the grass being greener on the other side, but there's something about green. Now, green is connected to the archangel known as Raphael. He is the physician of the archangels energetically. He's the healer, okay? I see Jen and Ken. I say New England. I see somebody possibly either going to the ER or they are an ER nurse. I do see the word drug in here, so somebody may be using drugs, and that could be something that is holding back this connection. Because, you know, when somebody is an active addict, they tend to be very, they tend to display a lot of selfish behavior because they're only thinking about their own needs, their own numbing, their own, it's all about them and what they're experiencing and what they're going through, okay? I do see judge here as well. So somebody could literally be a judge, or you could feel like you've been judging yourself too harshly, or you could be judging your reflection, your projection, the person known as the, you know, other counterpart too harshly. Yeah, because I'm hearing check yourself. I'm also hearing windy, like the name, not like windy, like it's, you know, air, but the name windy. Fred. We do have RJ, JR, Jr., DJ, JD. These can all be names for people. The color red also shows up. I'm hearing red, green. So, you know, could be connected to Christmas because those are very connected to Christmas colors. But they could be connected to something else, and you know what they would be connected to. I am hearing something about a funk. So we have F-U-N-K. Somebody may be in a funk, but I want you to know that funk is about to end because of the sun, E-N-D. You know, this funk could have been going on for, you know, a year, 2 years, or even longer, depending on how long it's taking you to, you know, process and go through the healing aspects that you personally have had to go through or embark on during your healing process, okay? So you need to go out and have some fun, F-U-N, okay? Fun is here. A lot of people stop having fun once they get on the twin flame journey. It's like they lose themselves, the old versions of themselves, and they don't know really what direction to go towards. So they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what fun is anymore, because they've changed so much that you have to learn new things about yourself and rediscover yourself. And it takes a little bit of time to get there. And as humans, we get really impatient, you know, because we're like, where's our reward? Why do I need to go through this pain? What am I gaining from this experience? It's all about gaining something, okay? It's all about seeing some type of something tangible in the physical world, because that's what we need to keep us motivated, to keep us going, to keep us, you know, from going to the loony bin, basically, right? I'm hearing Eugene as well. And I do, oh, New Jersey, North Dakota, New England. Yeah, see, I hear you judge. So either you're judging yourself way too harshly, or you are judging your person way too harshly. Somebody's, you know, feels like they're being judged here. All right, guys, this is where I'm going to leave you. Please be nice to my friend. Please remember to hit that, you know, like button. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. And I love you. And I'll see you on Wednesday for our regular scheduled messages from your person. On Fridays, I'm going to start dropping a video, and on Sundays, okay? All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.